Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before we dive into one of the most heartbreaking, uncomfortable, and necessary conversations happening in pop culture right now. Because this isn't just about Chrisean Rock or Blueface or the scandals you've seen splashed across your For You page. This is about a baby, a little boy named Junior, who was born into chaos, raised in dysfunction, and forgotten by the very people who were supposed to protect him. And while everyone was watching it unfold, no one stepped in to stop it. What happened to Junior isn't just a reflection of two unprepared, immature, and fame-hungry parents. It's a mirror held up to all of us who watched it happen, made jokes, racked up views, and then moved on like it was just another viral moment in the never-ending feed of mess. But this one stuck. This one hurt. Because Junior never asked to be famous. He never signed up to be a trending hashtag or a punchline in Charleston White's disgusting rants, or a screen cap in a drama channel's latest upload. He didn't choose to be born to a mother who couldn't stop drinking and smoking while pregnant, or to a father who saw parenthood as a branding opportunity instead of a responsibility. He didn't ask to have his every milestone, or lack thereof, picked apart by strangers who diagnosed him through TikToks and Instagram lives. All he needed was quiet, safety, love, and he got none of that. From the very beginning, Chrisean's pregnancy was a public spectacle. The red flags were never subtle. There were videos of her partying with a growing belly, vaping during interviews, slurring through live streams while cradling her stomach, like it was an accessory. Fans, influencers, even doctors pleaded with her through comments, "Slow down, get help, think about the baby." But Chrisean, caught in the whirlwind of toxic love and viral fame, didn't stop. She doubled down. Every call-out became a clapback. Every concern became a conspiracy. She was misunderstood, she said, hated, targeted. And Blueface? He was no better. Instead of being the anchor in the storm, he added fuel. Mocked her, shamed her, pushed her buttons on social media like it was sport. Then, when the baby arrived, he turned around and acted like the victim. Claimed she was unfit. Claimed he always knew. But what did he do about it? Nothing. Not when it mattered. Not when Junior was still just an unborn heartbeat depending on someone, anyone, to speak up. And the internet? We watched. We laughed. We stitched the videos. We made think pieces. We sent them viral. And Junior remained silent in the middle of all the noise. As the months went by, it became clear that something was wrong. Videos showed him staring into space, unresponsive, silent. No babbling, no giggling, no curiosity. Just a blank, distant look that broke hearts. But still, no real help came. Pediatric specialists on social media began to unofficially raise the alarm. They talked about signs of fetal alcohol syndrome, about developmental delays, about intervention windows that were closing fast. But Chrisean was busy. Busy posting selfies, busy flaunting her new man, Titan Newton, busy proving to the world that she had moved on. And Blueface? He was tweeting from jail, shifting blame like a hot potato, pretending like he hadn't had every opportunity to prevent this and chose chaos instead. Then came the viral confirmation. A doctor allegedly confirmed that Junior was blind. And still, nothing changed. No public apology, no visible shift. Just more Instagram rants from Chrisean about how no weapon formed against Junior shall prosper. As if words could erase the choices she made. She wasn't the victim anymore. Junior was. He always was. And now the consequences were irreversible. But here's where it gets darker. Blueface's mother, Carissa, decided to enter the chat, pushing one of the most bizarre narratives yet. That now that Chrisean was out of the picture, Blueface could finally be with Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, you heard that right. She posted collages, tagged Megan, called her daughter-in-law, said she hoped Megan was already pregnant, and the internet, exhausted from the spiral, didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Meanwhile, Junior was still the same, still distant, still voiceless, still surrounded by noise but no real care, and the world kept spinning. This is what digital parenting looks like in 2025. Performative, hollow, marketed. And it's not just about Chrisean and Blueface. It's about a culture that rewards trauma with attention, that monetizes dysfunction, that lets babies fall through the cracks while adults go live for clout. We watched Junior get failed in real time, and we all bear some of that responsibility. Because we elevated it, we amplified it, we gave it our clicks, and now we're watching the aftermath like it's just another season of a show we can binge. But this isn't TV. This is real, and it's devastating. Junior needed more. He needed peace. He needed therapy. He needed two parents who could put their egos aside and show up for him, not their brands. But instead, he got viral. He got memes. He He got dragged into adult wars he couldn't understand. And that silence, his silence, says it all. The truth is, Chrisean still doesn't get it. She posts like nothing happened, smiles like it's all fine, but it's not. And it won't be until she looks at her son and realizes he's not a storyline. He's a life that's already been robbed of normalcy, of connection, of early joy. And Blueface, still talking about everyone but himself, still acting like he didn't play a role in the destruction of his own family, still using his son's diagnosis as content, not cause. And Carissa, still delusional, still dreaming about fairy tales while her grandson lives in silence. This story hurts because it's happening, it's real, and it's still unfolding. Every day that goes by without intervention is another day Junior falls further behind. And if someone doesn't step in, someone real, not a new man or a grandma, with bad takes, then this child will grow up surrounded by cameras but completely unseen. So ask yourself, when did we start calling this entertainment? When did a child's cry for help become a punchline? When did motherhood become a photo op? And how long until we stop watching and start demanding better, not just for Junior, but for every child born into this chaos? Because it's not just happening on their timeline, it's happening everywhere. And it will keep happening until we start treating parenting like the sacred, heavy responsibility it is. Junior's future doesn't have to be defined by this, but it will be if nothing changes. If Chrisean doesn't get off live and into a therapist's office. If Blueface doesn't stop tweeting and start parenting. If the people around them don't step up. If fans don't stop enabling. If the world doesn't stop treating babies like backdrops for content. Junior deserves more. He deserves a chance. He deserves a life that isn't shaped by the failures of others. And it starts with us holding those failures accountable. So if you're still watching, still here, still listening, subscribe. Because this platform won't let this story die in silence. We're going to keep speaking up for the ones who can't, for Junior, for the truth, for what matters.